The reason our economy has no growth and has been in a per capita recession for the last 5 years is because of the policies that Mark Carney advised Justin Trudeau's Liberals to implement. They are the reckless ones, and now what is ultimately the most reckless of all is at a period of uncertainty, Mark Carney says he wants to keep all of the spending that Justin Trudeau planned and then stack $130 billion more spending on top of that for a total of $250 billion of extra inflationary debt that will drive up the cost of food and fuel. Now, you ask me, in a period of economic weakness, after the Liberals have been in power for 3 terms, whether it is wise to campaign on economic growth. It's not only wise, it's essential for a change that we grow our economy.
Pierre Poilievre demonstrated once again that he has no plan to stand up to President Trump. He's literally grasping at straws as Canada faces the gravest crisis in our lifetimes. Pierre Poilievre wants to end childcare, dental care, pharmacare, and the CBC. He's surrendering in the fight against climate change. He's offering Canadians a fantasy of fiscal tricks and phantom growth. His bring it home tax cut doesn't arrive until 4 years from now. In other words, after President Trump is due to leave office. Our middle-class tax cut kicks in on Canada Day, saving Canadian families an average of $825 a year. In a crisis, you have to prepare for the worst, not hope for the best. Canadians are not, as Pierre Poilievre said, stupid. President Trump isn't, as he said, going to knock it off. The Americans want our land, they want our resources, they want our water, they want our country. We need to fight them. And you can't cut your way out of a crisis.
We talked about Mark Carney and his platform and the fact that he has confirmed and committed to $28 billion in cuts, which would be devastating to healthcare, devastating to the services that you need. Just recently, he said, in fact, he was going to exceed that amount, that he was going to exceed those cost cuts. In fact, he said he's going to cut even more, that he was going to cut even more than $28 billion. He was confident that he was going to exceed that. That is going to be devastating. $28 billion was already devastating. He said that he's going to exceed that amount. That means even more cuts to the things that you need. We cannot afford that. We can't let him have all the power. You need New Democrats to fight back and stop those cuts, and that's exactly what we would do in the next budget.